We'll explore the world of luxury travel and the quest for new destinations and possible new citizenships for Filipinos. Good morning. On behalf of Attorney Karen Jimeno, I'm Ger Cahiles, and this is At the Forefront. As one of the top 3 pioneer travel agencies in the Philippines, Rajah Travel Corporation is recognized as one of Southeast Asia's leading travel and tourist operators that champions both luxury travel, innovation, and cultural preservation through tourism. We'll discuss what's in store for Filipinos seeking new frontiers in travel and citizenship abroad. President of Rajah Travel Corporation, a trailblazer in luxury and cultural tourism, Aileen Clemente. Good morning, Aileen.
Hello, good morning, and good morning to all your viewers. Good morning, Jordan.
All right. You know, pinag-uusapan yung luxury travel. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng luxury travel muna, Aileen?
Well, luxury travel is really when you travel with the least number of pain points, with a lot of touch points, and with a lot of on-demand and exclusive experiences included in the trip. Usually, it's related to high costs of travel, but not necessarily. You can be creative about it, but usually it is associated with high cost.
Pag pinag-uusapan yung luxury, syempre, sabi mo nga, normally we talk about the cost. Magkano ba typically ang ginagastos per day if you wanted to experience a luxury travel?
Well, minimum would be about mga $500 per day.
Per individual?
Per individual, yes.
Okay.
Yun.
And
That's a good parang target amount.
saan ako madadala ng $500 per day? I mean, what are the experiences that I can avail of if I pay you $500 per day?
Well, it really depends kasi nga not one size fits all. That's the point of luxury travel. It's very personalized and very experiential. So, it depends. Masana if you want to have more privacy, so you pay towards that privacy where you want to do things on your own or yung just a few of you will be able to do it. Yung ganong klaseng experiences. For example, in Europe, what we usually do is when we have our passengers, when they go to museums, we don't make them go through the museum when there are people.
Queuing long lines, ganyan.
Walang tao pag nandun sila. It's either before it starts or after it ends.
Kumbaga, you arrange everything for them.
Yes.
Yung convenience, sabi mo, the privacy among others. And definitely, it's a bit costly. Oo.
Yeah.
So, now, pag pinag-usapan tong luxury travel, ano ba yung demographics? Sino ba yung madalas they book, talk to you, and arrange luxury travel?
Actually, of course, the A and B crowd are usually the ones who do that, no? But meron din kami kasing mga packages where we make you feel luxurious without spending as much as those people who really take the full luxury travel. So we have our brands that cater to this, like Insight Vacations, our Club Med. Yung sa Norwegian Cruise Line, there is what you call the Haven. So it's like being in a ship within a ship. Kasi kayo lang yung nandun sa portion na yun.
It's really a private experience, no? Oo. So ngayon, Aileen, take us. Let's say, I'll give examples. Let's say sa Europe. For a tour package that you're offering, a luxury tour package that you're offering, magkano yung gagastusin ng isang individual?
Well, without shopping, yun nga, $500 to $1,000, no? Kasi kunyari, we take you to the Vatican and even have dinner inside the Vatican. Ito yung mga experiences na are not usually included in other people's tours, mga ganon. So, yun, kasama na yun. And then some other museums nga that I've mentioned, like the Dodges in Venice, for example, yun nga, we make you go there before or after everyone comes and goes.
But I'm curious, sabi mo kanina, dinner sa Vatican.
Yes.
Paano nangyayari yun? Saan sa Vatican ka
Actually, depende kasi kung ano yung libre kasi they also use it for their functions. So, depende there's no specific place where we do it. And then yun nga, we have our operators that help us also with that. We have our local operators.
Typically ba, nilalamp nyo yan kung saan-saang lugar sila pupunta? Typically ba magkakalapit itong countries like, for instance, sa Europe? Do you do that? Or madalas your customers or clients are asking for a different itinerary for them?
We have yung custom-made talaga. Meron din yung regular. Kasi the others, they want not a lot of tours. They just want to experience the fullness of the hotel with the full spa, ganyan. Or some just want to go to a certain gastronomic experience, ganon. So, a Michelin star chef, ganon, kung ano yung booking. So, depende talaga rin.
Kung gastronomic experience ang gusto mo, saan yung sila dinadala? Saan yung sinasuggest yung countries?
Marami kasi sila. It's just the category of the chefs, yun ang mas pinipili namin. So, I mean, they really go to different European places. So, we cannot say where we take them kasi we have to know where they want to go, what city they want to be at, and then that's when we do our research and do all of the shortlisting.
Pero kung halimbawa sabing sa'yo, Aileen, suggestion naman, saan ako pupunta? What are the parts of
Kunyari, sa Lucien Barrier. Lucien Barrier is, the hotel itself is already always filled with stars. Ganon, sa Paris and also in Cannes. Kasi dun yung Cannes Film Festival.
True.
So we take them there. And then, yun nga, usually mga ganon na where you don't usually go to. These are the places that we take you. And then for hotels, syempre, similar to Lucien Barrier, there are other considerations. Do they want to be in a historic hotel, a past palace, for example? So, in Austria, Kaiserin Elizabeth, yung mga ganon. So, we take you to different places where we feel that you would want to go.
Halimbawa, sa mga Scandinavian countries, marami ba nagkaka-interest to go there?
Marami talaga.
Why?
Kasi because of the Northern Lights, of course. Actually, I just went to the Finland area. But yung Finland and Norway. But if you want to see the Northern Lights, you don't really go to... the hotels are really quite small. Pero we have this one place where when you're even inside your room, you can see the Northern Lights kasi ano na siya, glass. Yung top niya. So, yun. So, it's not considered luxurious kasi it's not naman yung yung talagang
kumbaga, full
lavish,
comfortable experience.
But because you want the Northern Lights, we take you in a place that's unique.
Is that in Finland, sabi mo?
It's in Norway.
It's in Norway.
Sa Norway naman yun.
Alright. So, anong time of the year ba dapat nagpupunta dyan sa Norway, Finland, if they wanted to see the Northern Lights?
Feb to March is the best time. Pero yun nga, because of the climate change, nag-iiba rin yung... There are several factors that will allow you to see it. So, especially yung clouds. Kung ma-cloudy, hindi mo talaga makikita. So, kung matapatan mo, sorry ka. Ganon.
So, kumbaga, tsempo-tsempo lang. No?
Tsempo-tsempo.
Aileen, is it more expensive in Scandinavian countries versus other parts of Europe?
If you go to Iceland, it's more expensive. But you get the same experience if you go to Norway, Finland, which we have a tour of. Yung ganon. So, but then, sometimes there are other places where you can see the Northern Lights. But when it comes to Europe, ang ano niyan, what is expensive is, yun, usually nakikita kong mga presyo, Iceland, Switzerland, Germany is quite nice now. And then if you go there during the Christmas markets, which is again is a different experience, you really would have a good time. Yung ganon.
So, kumbaga, ito yung mga times na pwede sila talaga mag-visit dito sa mga parts na ito ng Europe. But now, you're talking about the privacy whenever your clients, siguro wealthy clients, book tours with you.
Yes.
So, how private is private?
At the very least, you don't get to interact with too much people. Alam mo naman na elevator, di ba?
Oo.
Pag alam mo you can enter an elevator by yourself na wala kang masyadong kasama, just one or two, okay na yon. Yun na yung parang medyo, at least that's private already in terms of ano yung gusto mong interaction. There's enough space for you. It's not crowded. Yung ganon.
As a travel agency, is it more difficult to entertain these requests? O paano?
Actually, when it comes to hotels, meron namang mga categories ang hotel. So, you already know that you can refer them to a hotel that doesn't have that many people because, again, the price range is quite high. So, same with the cruise ship. There are also categories inside the cruise ship. Alam mo naman na when you're in a suite room,
Yes.
you go to a different area rather than...
Ibang entrance din yan.
O yung mga ganon. So, may mga ganon or even yung mga river cruises na that have only a few people, less than 300, ganyan. So that's already a private cruise, di ba? Yung ganon.
Aside from privacy, what are the usual requirements of these big spenders?
As I said, ang gusto nila is a lot of touch points and if they want to request for something, you can provide it within a 30-minute window, parang ganon. So, it's more of that they're looking for.
Can you talk about the touch points na binabanggit mo?
Okay. For example, sa pre-travel mo pa lang, you would always want to have an agent with you kasi masana for us, syempre there are visas involved.
Yes.
So, you can take a flight, pero what are the visas involved?
Yeah. And the requirements
And
of
what are
getting
the
visa.
requirements? So, you have to make sure you're there. And then, secondly, when you take a flight, lahat nga business class, but they don't have the same business class. They may be the same fare, but they have different amenities. If you go to, for example, the Qatar Suites, di ba? Iba yon kesa sa business class ng another airline. And so on. So, meron din yan mga configuration, pod type, or yung 232, mga ganon na mga tabi ng mga upuan. So, kailangan alam mo kung ano yung i-offer mo sa kanila. But then again, kailangan tignan mo rin yung time na gusto nila umalis kasi anong time nila gusto dumating. Kasi if you arrive there before lunch, usually ang check-in time kasi is 3 o'clock.
3 p.m.
The most that they do is a 12 o'clock check-in.
Yeah.
So, would they want to arrive at 5 in the morning? Eh, wala naman silang pagsistayan. So, they want to make sure na naintindihan mo rin yun.
Okay, so very smooth na travel ang gusto nila. Once you arrive at the airport, you leave and go to the hotel, check-in.
Yeah, and then there are, of course, airlines that offer already the limousine transfer, mga ganon. So, kailangan alam mo na rin yung mga ganon.
Sige, but among the airlines, ano ba yung pinaka-luxurious sa tingin mo and pinakamahal, pinakamagandang amenities?
Well, actually, nasa Skytrax naman yan, no? That's the one that really assesses all the different airlines. I think Singapore Airlines and Qatar Airways are among the top, or if not the top, right now in terms of the service sa
and
business class.
Preferred by your clients?
Yes, oo.
Itong binabanggit mong limousine service.
Yeah, most of the Middle Eastern carriers provide that.
Iba rin yun, no? Pagbaba mo, may susundo sa yung limousine, no? So that's a big thing. But ano yung typical perks ngayon na gustong matanggap ng mga Pilipinong travelers, especially those traveling in luxury?
Actually, talagang ano lang sila, service. Nothing beats service. But of course, if you go to a little, yung a medium rung, then of course the points matter because why? You can upgrade to the higher class. So you can feel luxurious without, by using your points also. So they want to be able to ensure that they can use their points and they can pay with a credit card. Importante yung you can pay with a credit card.
Well, it's very convenient, di ba?
Convenient and your points.
And your points, di ba? Ako din is, sometimes, lahat ng bills, lahat na doon mo i-charge because of the points. But anyway, from your point of view, no, can you tell us ano ba itong mga emerging destinations na mas leaning towards luxury na gustong-gusto ng mga Pilipino?
Well, there's no one destination that's leaning towards luxury kasi wala namang but if you really want luxurious, you really have to go to the Middle Eastern countries kasi talagang they really have that
lavish talaga, no?
Oo, lavish talaga, even the design, everything. But then there are pockets in all the other countries. Masana if you go through brands like Aman or yung mga leading hotels of the world, mga ganyan. If you have those brands, Four Seasons, Fairmont, mga ganyan, then yes, you get to experience the luxury especially. But then there are suite rooms nga of the different hotels, so you have to know.
How about here in the Philippines? Meron bang mga typical na gustong puntahan nila?
Well, of course, Palawan is, kasi nga the islands parang give you that perspective of, privacy. Oo. So, I mean, you have all those up north in Palawan. So, they go for those. And then, of course, you have the Amanpulo there. And then you have the Banwa, the private island, yung mga ganon. So, yes.
Talaga you pay if you wanted your trip to be very, very private.
Oo.
And now, let's talk about wellness travel. It's becoming popular, no? Like Derek Ramsey's Wellness Retreat Abroad. Na nakita natin yan. So ano ba ang wellness travel para sa mga interesado?
Where do they go or what do they want?
What do they want muna bago where do they go?
Well, kasi nga pag sabihin mong wellness, usually talaga that's spa related. So saan may hot springs, at the same time they get a good massage, yung mga ganong, and then therapeutic massages for in that matter. So mga ganon. So malakas din ang Japan sa mga hot springs, of course. And then, in Turkey, you have the salt baths, yung mga ganon, yun ang mga nila.
Sa inyo ba siya nagpabook, si Derek Ramsey?
No.
No, hindi, sorry. But, apart from that, syempre yung mga tao ngayon, they're into meditation, yoga, Tapos, sometimes, meron din naman sila mga health or cosmetic procedures na nag-undergo. Saan sila pupunta if they wanted this?
Marami kasing iba-iba rin. I mean, depends on what you want to be treated.
Yes.
Like you have the Ayurveda of India. You have, of course, you have different treatments. I mean, if you're looking for world-class na malapit dito, people usually go to Singapore and sometimes Thailand, ganyan, for their medical operations, whatever, ganyan. So talagang iba-iba depende talaga what you want to.
Depending on the needs of your customers. Now let's talk about cruise ships. Medyo popular din ito, no? Sino ba yung demographic? Sino ba yung mga nag-a-avail ng mga luxurious cruise ship experience?
Okay. Medyo kasi mga general wide questions to, no? People want kasi all-inclusive packages. So, there is, on the cruise, it's usually all-inclusive na, or at least may portion doon na, like buffet, yung ganon. So, alam mo naman that it's readily available on the ship. So, yun ang usual na mga may gusto nun. However, meron din kaming Club Med, which is all-inclusive on land, in special private resorts din across here. So, meron siya sa Bali, meron siya sa Maldives, ganon. So, ang daming destination. Maldives is quite known to be for luxury travel also, yung ganon. So, we have different places where you can go to experience luxurious travel.
Now, what are the typical cruise lines that you will recommend to those who wanted to, experience a luxurious cruise experience?
Well, yung una ko nga sinabi, sa Norwegian Cruise Line, you can have the Haven. If you're at the Haven, it's a cruise within a ship within a ship. Kasi nga, kayo lang yung pwedeng nandoon. So there's that privacy. But they can also go down to the other parts of the ship to mingle with the others. So it offers you both, yung ganon. And then, of course, you have the celebrity cruises. You also have the all-suite cruise ships like Oceania or yung mga ganon. So maraming iba-iba.
Nawala na ba yung stigma sa mga cruise ships? Kasi we knew that during the pandemic, sila talaga yung malalang tinamaan and yung spread ng disease, sila yung na-trap sa dagat, ng makain, ganyan. So, nawala na ba yon? Or are more Filipinos now interested to, experience the cruise
Well,
cruise ships?
as we know, Filipinos, kahit ano, di ba? Sila pa ngayon nauuna sa mga lugar na, na mga dangerous, so to speak. So, they're very adventurous talaga when it comes to these things. So, they would go to, hindi sa kanila nagsistick ang mga stigma.
Pero ang tanong nga na ngayon ng mga viewers natin, how expensive is a luxury cruise? I know, sasabihin mo sa akin na depende sa lugar. So,
Depende sa lugar, depende sa
halimbawa,
number of days,
okay,
depende sa ganon. Pero sabihin mo na there's, you can do it for $300 to $500
so it's a
per
bit
day.
cheaper compared to kanina na binabanggit mo na air travel, may land components, etc. It's a bit expensive versus
A cruise ship. Well,
It really depends.
It really depends talaga kasi I mean there are really several brands of different cruises, different hotels, different so talagang doon magmamatter.
Pero yung mga guests mo, ano yung mga typical or mga favorite destinations nila pagdating sa cruise?
Sa cruise, they usually go to Europe nga. Yung all the countries by the sea o Mediterranean, ganyan. And they take the haven. But then, dahil nga marami nang ino-offer ngayon, like there is a US New England route, which is not, usually taken. But we have takers already for New England kasi nandun yung mga bagong ships ng NCL, ng Norwegian Cruise Line.
Okay, sige Aileen, based on our research, we will show the top 5 foreign country lux destination of Filipinos this 2025. So we'll ask you questions about each and give us your brief answer.
Okay.
Okay, sige, unahin na natin.
Okay.
Japan. Okay, so what are the popular luxury experience for Filipinos in Japan?
Well, there are also ski resorts there kasi. And then if you go to Hokkaido, Sapporo, especially October to December, the ice sculptures are there. So yun ang mga pinupunta nila plus gastronomy. A lot of gastronomy talaga. All the factory tours na they can do on their own.
Factory tours meaning?
Meaning like making the cheese in Hokkaido or toyo, di ba? Akala natin toyo is just toyo, but there are different types of toyo pala.
Bakit sa tingin mo, yung Japan, parang timeless yung appeal niya sa mga Pinoy?
Well, of course, you have the affinity with them because they've been here. Second, yung food nila is palatable to us. So those two are really the main ingredients for them to go to Japan. And then, kasi they also have yung sa culture nila is very close to us also. Yung gano'n.
Kumbaga talagang nakaka-relate tayo sa kung anong meron sila. But based on your observation, paano ba binabalance ng Japan yung siguro luxury experience at the same time yung cultural preservation?
Sa culture kasi, even if they are young, apart from just teaching you the regular general education, they really teach you how to be a Japanese. So that's the main difference with us. We're not being taught how to be Filipinos.
Paano ba
We
tayo?
still need to, see? No, we really still need to work on that part. We really need to learn how to be Filipinos. Yung ganon.
By that,
values
you mean
nila,
values.
tinuturuan na sila.
Okay.
And then even yung mga arts and crafts nila talagang, they ensure that it's sustainable. Like their origami, for example lang, very simple. Pero they never lose their arts and crafts.
Okay, so let's go to our next destination. Asa na? Ayan, nako, Singapore. Singapore is close to Manila. How does proximity influence luxury travel demand?
Ang Singapore kasi they have pockets of experiences at saka if you know, if you go there every 2 years, laging may bago, may pinapalitan. They keep on moving things kasi nga ang liit lang ng land area nila. So they keep on innovating and innovating. So yung plans nila for now is usually 10 years ahead or 20 years ahead. They know how to fix it so that people will still continue to come.
Oo, so parang if you've been to Singapore already, you cannot say, ay, galing na ako dyan. Because sabi mo nga, in 2 years' time, iba na naman yung ino-offer nila.
Correct.
So that entices Filipinos to come every now and then.
Yeah, for example, now, they even have the Disney cruise, which we are also part of, and they go to nowhere, cruise to nowhere yon. But it's it's a destination in itself because you experience a theme park in the cruise ship. Parang ganon. So, kaya sinigurado nila that their port for that is there. So, they attracted that. And then, at a point in time, they invited, yun na nga, Universal. So, nandun na rin ang Universal. And then, you had the Sentosa, you had the every year, they have something new and they know what to offer.
And I think that's a smart way of planning ahead.
Yes.
Para alam nila kung ano yung offer nila. But, do Filipinos still look at Singapore as a shopping destination or slowly parang na-evolve na siya into like more of a luxe experience like the Middle East?
It's more of a luxe experience now kasi like the shopping, it's everywhere na eh. Even here in the Philippines, we've been able to bring the brands already. But again, even those shoppers of the luxury brands, they also tend to look, alin ba yung murang exchange rate? Alin ba yung So they know where to buy na and they buy.
Nako, may pa-tips ka pa sa luxury. But tell us, total nandito na rin naman tayo, if you wanted to buy luxury brands or luxury items, sabi mo, mababang currency exchange. Saan ba dapat bumili?
Actually, ngayon, I was told that Hong Kong still offers the best in sa luxury brands. Yung ganon.
So Hong Kong is the
still
right destination. So yung mga, wag na, di ko na sasabihin. Okay, let's just go to our next destination. Baka ano pang masabi ko. Okay, UAE. Dubai and Abu Dhabi, So, kanino pa natin binabanggit itong mga bansang for luxury? Marami bang mga Pilipino yung humihingi ng services nyo just to come here and experience that lavish lifestyle that UAE is offering to them?
Well, if we're talking about going to UAE kasi, talagang, ayun na nga, designs pa lang ng room nila is already ostentatious, diba? And then if you stay pa at the Palm, of course, that's something different again that you want to experience. And then you also have the Ferrari show in that area. So, ang dami rin nilang mga parang pang high-end talaga. So, which are experiences that are in a circuit. So, you can offer them all together. Dito kasi medyo, if you're talking about Philippines naman, medyo fragmented pa yung mga circuits natin. Tapos minsan, maganda na sana, pero wala namang restroom kung saan ka pwede mag-restroom break. So, yung mga ganon.
Yun lang yung nakakalungkot na part yun. Pero, Filipinos or tourists in general are not minding the heat.
Not really. Oo.
So, na-overpower siya talaga nung experience that you can get from these areas.
Yeah, especially just going to the desert. Imagine mo, you have the dinner at the desert, mga ganyan, with all the entertainment. So, ang dami ring nandoon. And then you have all the jewelries there. And then the souks, yung you want to go to the different souks. Yeah.
Mas mura ba talaga? Or tatanong kita, baka nagsa-shopping ka ng ginto doon sa UAE. But anyway, how do you see UAE is positioning right now? pagdating sa Lux experience versus Europe? Humahabol ba o nalalampasan na niya?
Ganito kasi yon. If you want to go to a classical luxury, I'd go to Europe. If I want to see the new luxury, I'd go to the Middle East. Parang ganon. Yun ang difference
hindi
ko.
pa rin sila nagbabangga.
Hindi sila nagbabangga, oo. They can mix, but hindi sila nagbabangga. Kasi masana for us, for our market, going to Europe, you really take naman a Middle Eastern career.
May stopover ka talaga sa Dubai or Abu Dhabi.
So, you can stay a few days also. So, you can actually do that.
May additional cost. Let's say, sinasabi mo may stopover ka sa Dubai, no? May additional cost ba yan for the travelers?
There are some airlines that offer the free stopover. So, I think Turkish Airlines does. So, it's a good one to go to Europe.
Okay, so parang it's a good way of experiencing both the new and the old classic luxury na binabanggit mo.
Plus, if you go to Turkey, nandun na rin yung mga steps of St. Paul, yung mga Cappadocia. So, kung gusto mo medyo may religious pilgrimage ka, in a way, dumaan ka na rin.
Okay, sige, punta na tayo sa next destination natin, which is Thailand. Well, Thailand offers both budget and luxury. So what attracts luxury Filipino travelers to its upscale side? And which parts of Thailand draw the fabulously rich?
Okay. In Thailand, may movie yung the one with all the different bachelors. Yung they had the Thailand.
Hangover daw.
Ayun, Hangover. So that one, we stayed actually in the actual suite of that. So yung may mga experiences doon na driven by movies also. So we do all of those. I mean, there's been several movies there that have happened that shows a little bit of luxury. So we take that as our route for luxury travel. And then again, they also offer a very good spas within their hotels. And then they have very affordable suite rooms, so to speak. Okay siya for a start,
And also, meron ding series, yung White Lotus din, no? Sa wellness din naman ito. So, marami bang nagpupunta rin ng Thailand for wellness?
Yes. Marami talaga. Even, all ranges, depende lang kung anong klaseng spa gusto mo. Kasi maraming massages din talaga doon. So,
okay. Thai massage, no? But in other parts of Southeast Asia, say, of course, we know Phuket, it's in Thailand as well, no? And Bali, in Indonesia. Pinupuntahan pa rin ba siya for luxury experience?
It's not their first thought for luxury, but yes, they do go there. Kasi nga, yun nga, as I mentioned, Club Med is also in Bali.
Kasi merong
all-inclusive resorts doon. So, yeah.
So paano ba mag-a-avail ng Club Med na yan?
Sa amin.
Sa inyo. So punta kayo if you wanted that and i-identify nyo na kung saan areas meron. Okay, now, let's go to the next destination, which is South Korea.
Okay.
And beyond K-dramas and K-pop, what luxury experiences are Filipinos booking in South Korea?
Okay, there are certain places there kasi, of course, usually yung medical treatments nila, gusto nila very, so doon sila pumupunta.
Private. Oo. At saka yung mga artistang magaganda ng Korean, di ba? Doon talaga sila. Alright, so if you want to do something to enhance your beauty, punta ka ng Korea. Alright, sige. Aileen, for some Filipinos, luxury isn't just about the journey. It's also about securing another passport for global travel ease. So which countries offer this opportunity easily? But before you answer that question at the forefront, we'll be back after a short break. Welcome back at the forefront. For some Filipinos, luxury isn't just about the journey. It's also about securing another passport for global travel ease. So, Aileen, which countries offer this opportunity?
Actually, if you're talking about golden visas, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Greece, Turkey are some of the main providers of golden visas. But then there are others, though I don't really want to discuss it that
Yes,
much.
oo.
Some go through being a student, and then yun nga, later
Just
on,
to secure it muna.
Oo.
Yung pag golden visa, parang you have to invest in.
you have to invest.
How much? Magkano ba ang dapat na investment kapag ganyan?
Alam ko yung iba, usually 100,000
Dollars.
of euros, ganon.
Euros.
Depende. It really depends on
On the country,
On
kung
the
saan ka
country,
kukuha.
oo.
But let's talk about Spain first. Ano?
Okay.
Spain kasi, it grants citizenships for different reasons. And for us Filipinos, bilang former colony, it's easier daw to get a citizenship and a Spanish passport. Can you
Yeah.
talk about that?
Actually, that one actually ends October.
Talaga ba?
Yeah.
Ay, October na
It's
lang.
been extended for so many times.
Okay.
And that's already only until October na lang of this year.
Oo.
So after that, wala na yung opportunity na yun to get the Spanish passport. And then you have to prove your lineage nga and the birth certificates yata of your...
Up to what degree?
I think parang third degree lang or second. I can't remember. Yung
So
ganon.
kapag medyo kaapu-apuhan ka na, hindi na
Parang,
feasible yun.
oo, parang ganon.
So kung
But
halimbawa...
then, of course, when the parents get it, then they sponsor naman their children.
Okay.
Diba?
So parang first step muna.
Oo, first
Paunahin yung
step.
parents and
Oo.
kapag you got your citizenship, yung mga anak naman. Kasi it's valid to do
Yes,
that. Ano?
oo.
Now, nabanggit mo nga yung itong golden visa. No? For instance, in Portugal and Greece. So, do your clients ask for it as well?
They usually go through a visa agency because for us, we really just cater to tourists and business.
So, mas ganon ang pinagdadaanan
Oo.
nila business.
Or a facilitation if one of our corporate clients has parang a transfer of work location, mga ganon.
Okay. But for example, si Bea Alonzo kasi, she bought a property sa Madrid, sa Spain, ano? So, investor visa din. Golden visa rin ba yun?
Depende how she applied kasi. But yeah, usually yung as an investor, then there's parang additional 2 years that you have to have a residency or something like that. And then parang there's a process for it to be a golden visa.
Pero sa nakikita nyo ba, nagiging trend ba siya sa mga Pilipino? Na, apply for another citizenship because mas madaling magbiyahe because of, nawawala yung mga visa restrictions.
Well, they have to really be very analytical with what they're doing because yes, you can get a passport, but if you don't, you have to have a business. So that means you're now taxed in both countries. Mga ganon. So you have to think about these things if you're, kung ano yung tax treaties then in these countries, mga ganon.
Kasi kung akala mo, yes, of course, mas magiging madali sa'yo, but
In
the
the long
expenses
run.
in the long run, baka mas magiging mas magastos for you.
Oo. Kasi even the cost of living there, it's not low. So, syempre, mas gagastos ka for buying a house. And then you have to maintain the house. Then you have to hire workers for your house.
So kung ang intention mo talaga really is para lang visa, ang suggestion mo, wag na lang. Mag-apply na lang kayo ng...
Well, if they can afford, why not,
Sa
diba?
bagay, that's true. Oo. So, but yung halimbawa, mga properties, if you buy a property in Europe, for instance, syempre uso naman yung mga Airbnb or pwede mong iparenta, no? So, there are strategies as well on how you deal with those requirements, ano?
How they can be creative about it, that's up to them.
That's up to them, no? So, kaya nga sabi mo, dapat maging analytical ka on how to maximize that opportunity or kung paano mo siguro gagamitin ng tama. Oo, para hindi naman din magastos for you in the long run.
Yes.
So, yung mga middle class Filipinos, meron ba talaga silang intent, to travel and maximize these visa opportunities? Oh, no, actually visa, but passport or citizenship opportunities?
I think there are certain occupations where I think they can maximize. Not all, but then in terms of travel, those who want to travel, usually kahit ano naman, kahit hindi sila with a good passport or with a higher credential passport, they're okay naman eh. They've been traveling. They actually travel more than the luxury travel people. Yung ganun.
That's true. Pero ano ba to? Status symbol lang ba yun? Do you think it's a status symbol?
It's not. It's convenience.
Okay.
What we've seen more than anything else is that when you're young, of course, you want to try and do things yourself.
Of course, oo.
Pero as you get older, you need more assistance. So, pag medyo nandun na sila sa ganong age, they would like to have more convenience. Total naka-earn na sila ng pera nila eh. So they go for the convenience more than the cost. Yun.
And siguro being smart about things going on and pagdating sa pagpili kung saang lugar ka. Let's say if you're capable, sabihin na natin, how do you choose which country you get your citizenship?
Okay.
Another citizenship for that matter.
Medyo usually they go to a place where they know they can live. Yun ang una nila. Kasi for example, kunyari lang madali sa Finland pero alam naman nilang malamig sa Finland or Canada, alam naman nila magkaka-arthritis sila so they don't choose that. Mga ganon.
So talagang it's the comfort, the convenience, and adaptability ng isang tao, no? So those are the factors na kailangan nilang i-consider in doing such things. Now, of course, marami na kayo nagiging kliyente, di ba? So, talk about mga weird stuff na natanggap ninyo, na requests.
Wow, wala naman kami mga weird requests na talagang off the beaten path na mga request. Pero talagang you just demanding lang. Okay lang.
Demanding in such a way that, paano
That
demanding?
you have to really just provide the service when they want it. Parang wala pang 5 minutes. Wala pa, yung ganon.
Pag mas mayaman ka ba, mas demanding?
Not necessarily. Yun nga, I was saying a while ago na when you're from the city, medyo mas demanding yung mga rich dito than those coming from the different regions of the Philippines. Mas tolerable sila. I mean, mas tolerant pala sila sa amin.
Okay, so, Aileen, what was the most outrageous or unique travel request that you have encountered from a client? But before you answer that, at the forefront, we'll be back after a short break.
In a world full of noise, Bilyonaryo News Channel brings you clarity. We go beyond the headlines, welcoming one of the highest voices in the land. No robes, no gavels, just truth, fairness. Because here, integrity isn't just reported, it's invited. Bilyonaryo News Channel. Real talk, real justice. Watch it unfold. Want to take control of your financial future? Your journey to financial freedom starts here. From budgeting basics to building wealth and everything in between.
I'm Sheena Berachina. Join me every Tuesdays and Thursdays
I'm Robert Tan. Join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
as we explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey.
Welcome to Follow the Money
4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Welcome back at the forefront. Now, from the most outrageous that I asked you earlier, what is the most unique request of a client sa kanilang travel na na-experience mo?
Actually, there have been not a lot of those. Usually for PWD accessibility, meron din naman silang mga requests. So we just have to make sure that we conform to all of their requests. As you mentioned, yung mga, kunyari, may mga proposals.
Wedding
ganyan.
proposals, yes, oo.
Yun. Usually kasi it's personal to them. So we usually just arrange venues, ganyan. And then they would want to be able to do it themselves.
Sila na yung bahala. Basta okay na yung venue, kami nang bahala from there then on. Now, Rajah started in 1972. Tama,
Yes.
no? And you started small. But look at you now. So anong nangyari over the years, no? What's the, if you can share to us, ano ba yung secret?
First of all, ang sa amin kasi, a transaction for us is what I always profess this in our office, na transaction is an act of kindness. So it's not really valuing a lot on the income more than the experience that we want the people to feel.
Are you telling me that hindi ganun kalaki yung income kapag nasa travel agency ka?
It's not really, malalaki lang yung amounts because you have the different suppliers with you. But at the end of the day, we are an intermediary. So we just connect all the fragmented tours, the tour arrangements that you have. So maliit lang talaga compared to, say, yun nga, the cost of the whole thing.
Kumbaga kayo nagtatahi.
Kami lang yung nagtatahi, yes.
Seamless na biyahe. But let's talk about the pandemic. Of course, we knew what happened then. And the travel industry was really low. How did you survive that?
Number one, since 2014, meron na kaming work from home. In fact, yung work from home namin, yung iba based in Canada, in the US, and so on. Kasi mga ex-employees namin who migrated already. So we had the work from home program since 2014. And then secondly, I pivoted kasi nga, sarado airports wala naman kami magagawa. So I asked them to teach. Kasi walang nag-o-offer ng practicum for tours. Meron for hotels, pero not for tours. For a tour travel agency, ganyan. So, I created about 20 plus modules with my team. And then, we started teaching and we offered it as a practicum program.
So, you partner with schools?
Yes.
Okay. So, mga ilang schools na itong nakapartner nyo over the years?
Over 100 plus. And then, because of that, we set up also our Tourism Knowledge Center. So kami lang yung may advocacy division in our office kasi we want to clean the gap between the education and the industry. So tinuloy-tuloy din namin.
And it's important na, you know, from your travel business, no, you also help those potential practitioners sa field ng tourism at i-professionalize.
Yes.
So, syempre when you became president, year 2000, pero sabi mo nga, anong year kayo nag-start ng work from home setup? Nakita mo na to.
2014, oo.
Na foresee mo na tong mga bagay na to. But when you took over as president, what's the vision for your company?
Well, the vision is really to touch all the different parts of the spectrum of the travel industry and be a factor of change, be the main element of change in it.
And your travel agency is an award-winning agency, ano? Marami-rami na rin kayo natanggap na awards. So what do you think sets your company apart from the rest?
I think because the vision is really long-term, now I want to ensure that the stewardship is in place. So, yun ang very big difference kasi everyone seems to be still working in silos when in fact, I really ensure that everyone works as a team. Yung ganon. So, the team and yung definition namin of a transaction is really what works for us.
Sige nga, ano ba ang definition ng transaction na binabanggit mo?
Yun yung it's an act of kindness. At every transaction is an act of kindness.
Yeah, kasi your philosophy puts people and relationship over profit. And that's something else, ano? So, paano niya na-shape yung success ng Rajah given that kind of philosophy?
Well, inarticulate kasi namin ito through our values. So, we really ensure na everything that we do creates that vision. So, even working as a team, yun nga, ayoko yung last touch. Dahil ito yung deadline, hindi mo iniisip na meron pang susunod sa process mo. So, kailangan, hindi ka last touch syndrome. Kailangan you have to remember to be kind to the next one who will process whatever you do. So, medyo naging ganon. So, that was really the most challenging thing for me. Kasi, naging ano siya, parang parang sila lang, iniisip lang nila sarili nila.
Okay, so where do you think is the future of Filipino travel heading towards to? Unahin natin sa luxury. Saan kaya?
Sorry, the Philippines?
Yeah, the
whole
future of Filipino
Philippines.
travel.
Filipino
Yeah,
travel.
yeah.
Well, I hope that the luxury travel grows more because again, our reason for being is when we customize for you. Even given the AI cannot do that because whatever you do with AI, will only work within the parameters that you
Yeah.
set it, di ba?
Yes.
Kailangan mabilis ka mag-isip eh. And that's when we are challenged. Yung as one of the stakeholders of the industry, di ba?
At saka yung kindness, hindi mo makukuha sa AI
Hindi mo
yun.
makukuha yun sa AI. Oo.
So kailangan talaga may personal touch. Now, how about cultural? Where are we heading to?
Okay, again, working with AI, we can leapfrog the different LGUs to do all the research about their different places and then connect abroad, especially Spain, Mexico, Japan, to create the cultural exchanges further. That's my dream. That's part of the Tourism Knowledge Center.
But are you trying to put that already? Or
Yes. We have already a proof point in Palawan. We created the Palawan Liberation circuit kasi nga we wanted to ensure that the World War II is really properly recognized in the different parts of the Philippines. And if not for Palawan, this is something that not a lot of people know. But because of Palawan, the goods from Japan were embargoed. And that's why it led to the end of World War II.
Oh, so medyo malaki-laking task yung ginagawa mo ngayon.
Yeah.
And siguro, what's next for Rajah Travel?
Well, maraming next for us kasi we want to ensure, of course, that we remain relevant. So, again, the use of technology, but at the same time, preserve our culture. So, isa sa mga objectives namin is to help campaign the reopening of Corregidor.
Oh, yes.
Diba? Kasi nga World War II kami ngayon this year. And then, kasi it's actually 80 years. And then, we all, in our company, ensure that we also spread all through the education system, whatever we can offer to assist with. And then, of course, DOT also lender assistance to them.
All right. So good luck, Aileen. And thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
joining us, Aileen Clemente. Now, travel for Aileen Clemente is more than a business. It's a mission to open doors and a vision to bring Filipinos closer to the world. Every journey curated, every path explored reflects leadership in shaping our global future. Join us again on Monday for Informative Talk. On behalf of attorney Karen Jimeno, this is Ger Cahiles. Happy weekend, everyone.